If you think the two-party system in America is dysfunctional, then you're in the right place. Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Art. I'm on the road this morning, but I still wanted to visit with people and encourage discussion. I really believe that America's two greatest strengths are common people. Number one, the common people that work day to day and build businesses, build roads, build schools, build farms. Those are the people who are supposed to be running America. The people at the Constitutional Convention assumed that it would be common people, people who would give of themselves to do public service and then return to their lives. So the government stayed in touch with the average people, the common people. And common people in America have always bonded together, in spite of the fact we've got different races, we've got different backgrounds, we all came from different countries, and yet we make the things work. One of these days I'm going to look up Bill Murray's speech from Stripes. You know, we're mutts. Our relatives got kicked out of every country on earth, but we got the heart of a mutt. We can make it work. My relatives came from Norway. I don't know anything about Norwegian culture, or very little. Basically everybody in America sacrificed and compromised their previous way of life to be an American. I maintain America's two great strengths are common people and compromise. And that's what it's going to take to save America, or else we're going to be ripped apart. This two-party divide has come between many of you and your friends, I would guess, or between people you know, maybe your relatives, your brother, your sister, your mother, your dad, your aunt, your uncle. Can't talk to each other anymore because of the great political divide. That's sad. That's why we need discussion. And that's why I'm so thankful for those of you who get it. For those of you who have been starting to have that discussion with people. Because there's so many people today that actually don't really remember a good discussion where the participants are valued. And you think about each of the people in a discussion like they can contribute to the discussion and you can possibly learn from them. Do you ever see that behavior between the Democrats and the Republicans? No. It's just trench warfare. They only listen so they can shoot back because you're the enemy. Well, if the two groups that are supposed to be in charge of our country are enemies and are fighting to the death, what's America's future like? I want to do everything I can to end the two-party system so my grandchildren and yours don't have to put up with this crap. The political system today is full of crap, and we need a working system to govern the United States of America. So let's be that system, you and me, you especially. I already know I'm going to try every day to involve the people around me in a discussion of how to end the divide. The question is, will you come up with that? Will you be willing to actually discuss how to get rid of the parties? Well, that's my first choice. But as I learned when I was in the safety business, when you identify a hazard, well, if you haven't identified the Democrats and the Republicans as hazardous to the future of America, if you don't see the divide, I hope the Kool-Aid has great flavor. But I'm going to do what I can to try save America. I believe America is worth saving. And I believe in order for that to happen, we need common people to involve themselves in their own government. Remember? Of the people, by the people, and for the people. It's not that way today. It's of the money, by the money, and for the money. And as the vast majority of the people do not have the vast majority of the money, it's important that huge numbers decide to involve themselves in the discussion. but a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. And so at the start of the discussion, I truthfully believe there's just a few of us. But if we can be consistent, if we can value one another and have a discussion instead of an argument, I believe America can be saved. I hope you do too. And I hope you will be one of the ones that saves America. And I mean that wholeheartedly. All right, it's a beautiful day today where I am. I hope it is where you are. And every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present. So I hope you unwrap your present with somebody special today. I also wanted to say a word about when I started these vlogs, and they're all numbered. I put a description, and they're right next to each other on YouTube. That's a big advantage. So if one of these coffee talks was effective for you and you felt it brought up some things that you'd like to discuss, hopefully you can go back to Political Reform with Art Rude on YouTube and look through those vlogs now that have been cataloged, and you can find the ones that you want to discuss, because that's what it's all about, starting the discussion. I hope you have a tremendous day. Hope to see you on Monday.